Welcome to IGN Live E3 2018, your front row seat to the big show. I'm here with Xbox Games Marketing Director Aaron Greenberg. Let's talk about a couple of huge reveals coming out of the Xbox conference earlier today. Welcome to the IGN stage.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Congratulations on your briefing. I think it was a really good show this year. I hope you
Thanks. We're all out of breath.
Yeah,
I mean, we're exhausted.
You just had game after game after game after game. A good mix of stuff.
Yeah.
Big like first-party stuff, stuff from Japanese developers, smaller indie games. Like that's what I want to see from a big conference. A good mix, a diverse library, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is our intention. We know that, our gamers want a great variety of content from creators all over the world, big and small, and we try to bring that to life in our briefing. We actually had our biggest briefing ever because we had over 50 games.
Right.
We had over 18 of them had some sort of exclusivity.
Right.
16 world premieres and even 14 new games that came to Game Pass.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was
pretty big numbers.
So let's start talking about, I know we've seen some B-roll from the conference here. What about that Halo premiere, the Halo reveal, Halo Infinite?
Yes, what a way to start the show. A lot of people were kind of buzzing, wondering if we were going to announce a new Halo. We're excited to announce Infinite. We showed an in-engine demonstration. New engine, Slipspace engine, the team's been working hard on. And it's the next new chapter in the Halo saga. And the team is taking a bigger, bolder approach and a story that's going to focus on Chief. And so you've got a new engine, you've got the team working hard, and we're excited to unveil Halo Infinite and give people a little sneak look at how we're thinking about the direction and show some of the tech as well.
I liked the way you set up this trailer. People weren't sure exactly what it was until you see Chief's helmet. Of course.
I will say, in the marketing business, that is one of our favorite things is to capture your attention, imagination, and I think people love to be surprised. And so to be able to see a little bit and start to wonder and build your curiosity, and then at that moment, when you see Chief's helmet and you hear the signature Halo sound, you get goosebumps.
I mean, people cheered here at the IGN studio.
Nice.
So
I was sitting with the fans, and they were screaming. So that's the idea. I mean, you want that. You want that for a Halo reveal.
For sure.
And so I think the team delivered and did a great job on that.
So even though it's not Halo 6, Halo Infinite, but it is continuing the story.
Correct.
From wherever.
It's, at this point, we're not trying to say too much except that it's a story that will feature Chief. And I think the idea is you get a sense of that it is not called 6, it is called Infinite. That's very deliberate. And the team has a really big, bold vision for what they want to do with this product and are working quite hard on it. And I know everyone was waiting for a new Halo. I listen to Podcasts Unlocked every week, by the way. So I hear from Ryan and Alana and the rest of the team. And so it's here. And you get a sense of how big this ambition is, and you kind of see the ring there at the end, and a new name and a new engine. So a lot to be excited about. Yeah,
people are definitely excited that to have a new Halo on the horizon.
Yes. Yes.
And another big first-party reveal was new Gears for Xbox One. Gears 5.
Yes.
We have a question about that. Is that the official title? It's just Gears 5, not Gears of War 5?
We are calling it Gears 5. The franchise is called Gears of War.
Right.
That's coming in 2019.
Right.
And what's really exciting about this is that this time the story is going to be told through the eyes of Kate Diaz. And so having Kate as the lead, a lot of folks, if you played, like myself, played through the end of Gears 4 and kind of how that ended, it's really great building and picking up where that left off. But again, another example of a team where, and this is kind of speaking to like our investment in our first-party studios and with Microsoft Studios, is not just with the folks we're adding to the team, but with existing studios, allowing them to do bigger, bolder things. So allowing Rod and his team to take some more time and make Gears an even bigger, richer experience, adding some open world elements, adding a more diverse color palette. So you'll see the world looks, it's not just bigger, but it's more vibrant. You'll see a lot of different kind of visual things. And then, of course, a really rich, deep story that the team at Coalition is known for. But we announced not just one Gears game, but 3 Gears games. 3 genres, 3 platforms, kind of purposely built first for those platforms with Gears Pop, with Funko Pop. So sort of Gears in your pocket. And then also Gears Tactics, which is being built as a kind of turn-based strategy tactics title using the Gears universe.
I'm a big Tactics fan, so that sounds really cool.
And the team at Coalition is a huge fan of that, and we've been talking and working with them and watching this project kind of come together. And I thought Rod showed some great footage and some of the big boss battles, and Gears plays really well in that sandbox. Yeah. So I think it'll be interesting to see how fans react.
Yeah, Tactics seems to be like a really good fit for Gears. Like that makes a lot of sense in my mind.
Yep.
But like, what kind of game is Gears Pop on mobile?
So We're not saying too much, except that we're doing this in partnership with Funko. So we're sort of making it a little bit more age appropriate. So Gears has typically been an M-rated title. We're bringing it to iOS and Android. And it will be a game that I think will be really fun and different and unique. But it will not be playing like a Gears FPS game on your mobile phone. It's going to be built specifically as a mobile-first experience, but using the Funko Pop vinyl characters and having a lot of fun with that. And so it's been a really good collaboration. It's coming in 2019, and we think people will like it.
And Gears Tactics, is that also 2019?
Gears Tactics, we haven't given a date on yet. So we said 2019 for Gears 5 and for Gears Pop, and then we had just announced Tactics at this point.
So Gears 5, Gears Pop, Gears Tactics.
Yes.
What happened to the of War? The of War has just been left behind. I'm just curious, like, is the series just
Well,
Gears
it's shorthand for what people call it. The franchise is still
Yeah.
called Gears of War.
Okay.
But people tend to shorthand it to Gears.
Okay.
And so,
that's true.
we're just saving them characters on their Twitter
Saves them
feed.
time. Yeah, I
Exactly.
mean, that's actually a real, the struggle is real. Getting stuff into your Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have also been going shopping,
Yes.
purchasing up some studios.
Yeah, that was, I think maybe one of my most favorite part of the briefing, because I think anyone saw that coming. But, as Phil talked, we, and under new leadership with Matt Booty running our first-party studios, Microsoft Studios, the team has been, talking to a lot of partners, some of them that we are working with right now, like the team at Undead and Jeff Strain, and what they're doing with, State of K2 is like the #1 game on Xbox right now. And we love working with them. It's been great to see the franchise grow. Bringing them into the family is a great announcement. But then you have folks like Ninja Theory, who Hellblade, such an incredible game and an incredible team. And it's been great getting to know them better and to be able to welcome them to the family and allow them to do also bigger, bolder things as kind of a team. They actually put out a great video. People should really go watch. It's on their Twitter feed, but it's from their vision of like why they think it makes sense, this kind of partnership. And they talked a lot about, hey, we're kind of somewhere in between like an indie developer and a big AAA developer. Right. And we had to set off a bunch of our teams to kind of do work for hire work so that we could make enough money so that we could actually go make Hellblade. And that was our passion. And we really wanted our independence, and they had a vision around the type of games they want to make. And obviously they're an insanely creative team. And so as becoming part of our family, they're going to have access to a lot more resources that will allow them to really realize their vision. And so we're excited to let them continue to operate an independent mindset and make great games like they do, but help them have the resources so they're not kind of worried about the future of the studio or anything like that.
And then what about The Initiative?
The Initiative is a brand new studio. So we're not just acquiring, but we're also starting new. So Daryl Gallagher is starting a new studio in Santa Monica. We've announced a few.
Of Crystal Dynamics.
Yes, yeah.
So
a lot of people know him kind of the Tomb Raider reboot.
Exactly, yeah.
And the great work they've done there. He also was an executive with Activision for a while. So he's got a 20-year pedigree in the industry, and he's an amazing leader, creative leader of teams. And adding somebody like that to go create a brand new studio is really quite exciting as well. So we've got some stuff that's like, hey, we're working with some partners that have some things that just launched that are big. I think Compulsion is another, partner that joined. That's got We Happy Few coming out on August 10th, and then even starting new with the Initiative. And then we also announced Playground Games. So we have 5 studio announcements, and Playground, who we've had a long history with the Forza Horizon franchise, and holy crap, Forza Horizon 4 looks great. And I thought team did a great job. Ralph Fulton and team there really showcasing that game. But they're going to continue to work on the Forza Horizon franchise, but also have a second dedicated team working on something else. So we're not talking about that yet, but leveraging a lot of their open world capabilities to go build something new. And just as you see all of these things, you're just seeing more content, bigger teams. In fact, we doubled our creative teams in size with all of these announcements. And you're going to see a lot more games and content coming from our first-party studios, which I think is a great thing for gamers.
And it's no secret. That's what Xbox fans have been hoping for, wanting, right?
Yep.
I'm particularly excited about The Initiative because I was a big fan of the Tomb Raider reboot. I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider looks really cool. That was also part of your show today.
Yep.
That was my first sort of look at gameplay in that game. So if they're going to make stuff like that, I'm on board. Yeah,
well, it's under the eyes of the leader who oversaw that project, and you're right. We're excited to be working with the with the team on the next Tomb Raider. But of course, yeah, Daryl is an incredible leader. It's been great just to get to know him a little bit. And already, we're just a few of the folks that he's announced that are coming to the team are kind of world class.
Yeah.
So he's going to build a dream team of people in the Santa Monica studio, and I'm really excited that we'll be able to share more about what they're working on when they're ready. But it's fun to start an entirely new studio. Not a lot of companies and teams have the privilege of doing that, and it's one of the things that we're excited to be a part of.
Now, one of the most out of the blue announcements was a new Battletoads.
Yes.
A new Battletoads.
Yes.
You didn't have anything to show yet.
Nope.
But just the announcement that there is a new Battletoads coming.
Yep.
I mean, I'm an old school gamer.
Okay,
so
I was hoping. I'm glad Marty isn't here because I know he's got nothing but love for Battletoads.
Exactly,
so.
biggest fan. Biggest fan.
Yes.
I mean, can you I know they said
we did it mostly for Marty. That was what we were
Marty's
thinking.
game. Marty's Battletoads.
We made this for you, Marty, if you're watching.
It's gonna be a 2.5D game.
Yes.
I know you.
Delala is the studio's partner we're working with. But it's under the eyes of the Rare team. And they have been working, sort of think of this as almost like a publishing arrangement where we work with another partner while the Rare internal team is focused specifically on Sea of Thieves.
Right.
This team is able to bring to life a whole new Battletoads. But exactly. It's 2.5D, and it's true to kind of the original, but modernizing it in some ways. And we haven't said more than just that new Battletoads is coming, and it's fun. It's great. We have a lot of existing IP, and we're really thoughtful about, hey, when does it make sense to take kind of something in the vault and bring it back? And it felt like the right time to do it, and the team has a great concept for how they want to bring Battletoads to life.
Like I was saying, you had a really a healthily diverse lineup of games today.
Yes.
Everything from Tomb Raider, Shadows Die Twice, Horizon, The Division 2, to Battletoads.
Yes.
A new Battletoads, which...
Yeah, and we spend many months putting the show together. We always think about like our fans and what the reaction's going to be, and we think a lot, we see tons and tons of content. We think about the pacing, we think about the ordering, we think about what makes sense to put in and what doesn't. And in many cases, it's an honor because third-party partners also pick us.
Yeah.
So you see like the Devil May Cry announcement, or the Division announcement, or the Cyberpunk announcement. Like, these partners picked our stage to world premiere their games, and that says a lot. And we have the privilege of also having the world's most powerful consoles, so we know their games will look best on Xbox One X. But it's great to be able to partner with them and surprise the world in our briefing with some of those big announcements as well.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much for coming by the IGN stage today, and congrats on a really strong briefing.
Great, thank you.
All right. Just like that, it's time for another break. But if you're an anime fan, we've got something coming up next you aren't going to want to miss. Here's a hint. It's Jump Force. Is that how hints work? Stay tuned.